Okay, that's happening. Let me find this feed, and then I'm gonna share it to my timeline. So, whoop. Hold on. Let's do it as myself. Share. Share now, publicly. All right. Hello. Hi, everybody. You want to say hi to everybody there, Z?
Hi.
You can see Zora's here. We are about to start a new piece of art.
Daddy,
Yes.
could they see like under that line there?
Yeah, they can see down to the very bottom, so they can see your mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. So, welcome. Hello. Somebody just joined us. We are doing this awesome image. If you click into it, you can see the whole seal bull there, not just like from the shoulders down, like you can on the event page. It doesn't show the whole image, so make sure you click into that image. This was taken by my sister-in-law, Veronica. So it's a really beautiful picture of these seals lying on Seal Beach there in La Jolla Cove. And so we're going to use pencil today. I've been a little bit sick today. Yes, last night and today I have not been feeling well. I'm starting to feel much better. I got a little worried. I was having some digestive issues all night, couldn't get any sleep. Still was having them this morning, and now things seem to be mellowing out a little bit, and I feel much better. But you know, with things the way they are these days, you just get so concerned, you jump to conclusions, you start to freak out a little bit. But I think everything is going to be fine, and I'm feeling much better. And we're going to do this awesome picture. What do you think, Z? Yeah, we're into it. So I hope you're into it too. Grab your pencil. Hope it's sharpened. Bring up that image on your screen. You're just showing your pencil, so
That
you can
it was
see that
sharpened.
it is sharpened. I did sharpen them. We have brand new pencils today. You know, if you have music that you would like to put on that you find inspiring to listen to while you're making your art, I totally encourage you to do that. And here we go. I'm going to flip things around. We'll get started. Here it is.
My paper's crumpled.
I didn't do that.
I didn't.
Well, do you want a new piece of paper? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Okay, good. You're going to have to scoot over anyway. All right, so I got to get Z a piece of paper here.
Oh, yeah, that
Here. Shh. All right. So, tackling this piece, what we want to do is I can see that it is kind of a horizontal piece. I've got this horizontal piece of paper. I've got the this top, like, whatever, maybe eighth of the page. We've got our wave in here, so I'm just sort of creating where the water is hitting the shoreline in a very, you know, I'm following it, but I'm being a little bit generous with myself. Hey, you're coming onto my area. Can you be over here? All right. And then I'm gonna, I also want to create, you can see it starts more than halfway down. This is the line that separates sort of the wet sand from the more dry sand, and you can see it's kind of a big frowny mouth that's going to come across like this, and it starts a little bit lower than half, so kind of around here, and it's going to go like this, like a kind of like that, maybe a little bit more like that. So we go light, that way it makes it easy to erase. Hopefully you can see that. I'll make it a little bit darker now, just so you can see. And
You could barely see.
I think you can see it okay. And I'm going to start in on the bull. And I think what I'll do is I'll just start with the part that's standing up. You can see he's right on the edge here. This feels like it's even goes a little bit too high now.
On my side now.
I'm sorry, I need the space. I'm going to take it just a little bit down from there, and it kind of comes to a little bit of a crest. Because I can see that the head of that guy, it goes about no higher than that.
Can you do this with the mouse?
No, because this is centered in my screen right now.
But
You have plenty of room. Okay, this front part is going to be this kind of oval shape right in here. Kind of like that.
mine's really short.
Kind of slants a little bit this way to the upper right.
Mine's short, Daddy.
Well, yeah, you needed to. You made your arch a little bit too tall.
I did.
Okay, we got his snout, which is sort of this triangle that's going to come out like this, and then it kind of curves in like this. He's got a little double chin here.
Mm.
Coming off the back, you can see is like it's like a part of an oval, or the oval would fit in here, right? And it kind of slants back, and then it's more than halfway down his body. It's about here, and it's going to come out, and then it's going to curve around like this. This might be even a little steeper. You can see his fin. It comes out almost horizontal here, like a little smile. So it's going to come like this. And then it goes back the other way, like this. So it's almost like a leaf shape. And then you can see the other flipper comes out like this. Kind of ducks behind his butt. So I'm going to make that a little bigger there. This is like a, like a bird that you'd draw in the distance. It's that kind of shape, like an M that's been squished down.
Yeah, weird looking at him.
Yeah. And then, like I said, this is pretty much horizontal, and it's just like a smile there. This goes down a little bit lower here.
Can I turn off the fan?
Okay, go for it. Okay. Flippers come down like an L kind of, so it's a reverse L. So it's going to start about here. It's going to come down just a little bit lower than it's where its belly hits, and then it's going to come out just a little bit down, not quite horizontal, like that, and it's going to fan out a little bit like a frowny mouth, like that, and then it's going to come up like this and meet like that. It always takes a little bit of warm-up, I find. Like, my first lines are not the most sure, and then as I go and I get used to putting the shapes that I see onto the paper, it gets a little bit more smooth, a little bit better. This doesn't have to be quite a right angle. It can be a little curved there. And we can see there's just a little crease that happens in there. Eventually, we're going to do a little bit of shading. On this flipper over here, so it's going to come out just a little bit, curves out, and then comes straight down. And what you can see is the thickness kind of comes like this. It curves underneath, and it's the same kind of slant. So it slants a little bit like this. And it's going to kind of curve in here and come to a point over here. So you've got that front edge, and then you've got the plane of the flat part that's going to be sort of this angle like this. Which makes me feel like this comes a little bit more like this. And then like this. That looks good, Z.
Thanks.
Really nice job. Okay. I'm going to kind of erase some lines that I don't need.
I think my nose is really pointy.
You have a pointy-nosed guy?
Yeah. Could be kind of pointy. Yeah, super pointy.
And I can see his head is kind of flat on top. And then this guy just sort of curves in like this. Snout maybe just a little bit longer than I made it originally. I can see the eye is like right at that ridge there, right where it indents in, there's an eye. And it just sort of is a little bit rounded on this side and then kind of coming to a point on the right. And I'm just going to fill it in a little bit dark. You can see there are just some light patches, but on the whole, our seal is going to be dark. Let's see, I'm going to put a little mouth here. Here's his double chin. Okay. This might come out just a little bit further here, but otherwise I feel pretty good about that guy. Now, the bottom of my harem is going to be right around here.
The harem?
Yeah, that's his harem of females there. He has quite a few. So I'm going to make this like, it's almost like a diamond shape, and this is going to be the whole heap of them. They're going to be in here about this big, and I'm going to have them come down about like this. So that's going to be basically, maybe I can make it a little higher. That's going to be basically where all those seals fit in. This is the way we work. We take our big rectangle, which is our sheet of paper, and then we find our most major shapes, our big shapes, and we start to divide our piece of paper up into those big shapes. Then we take the big shape and we divide it up into smaller shapes. Mm-hmm. So, here we go. I'm just going to kind of start over here. I can already see that this guy is going to have this kind of like, almost like a upside down teardrop here. Like this. You can see he like buries underneath the next guy.
Mm-hmm. So cute.
And then he's got a flipper that comes out this way and one that comes out this way. And they kind of meet back here. There's like a little butt, that's a little tail. And then this flipper comes out this way. And then it kind of comes underneath. Let's get rid of some of these excess lines. So there's that guy. He's lying right next to this other guy who's like going to be kind of a big oval in here. Kind of comes to a point. These are all almost like teardrop shapes. And then I think there's either another guy or this is the same guy's head right in here. That might be his head. Because I think I see an eye right here. So this shoulder kind of comes out a little bit. And then that's like that, but there is like this flipper that comes out here. Let's get rid of this. No, it's hard hard to see what's going on there. There's sort of a dark shape. Maybe the flipper is coming up there. I see two dark shapes. It kind of makes an M. And then maybe one more. And then there's another guy there. In here, there's just this frowny mouth guy that's back here. It's going to go about like that. So, there's sort of this curve that comes here, and then I see it come up like this, and then I see this curve here. This kind of comes over, and then I see another curve that's going to be like a frowny mouth, like this, and it goes all the ways like this, and then it dips down and dips out and kind of curves around like this. The underside is kind of like a smile. Then we've got flippers that come out from there, like this. Flipper. It's hilarious, these little flippers that are just like sticking out. These guys are just lying all over each other. Flipper, flipper. Now I see another. Oh, I see. This is the back side of another one that's coming in front here. And then you've got a flipper. I'm guessing. And then I see something like this. And then I see another flipper like this. And then this line comes out a little bit more from the lower left to the upper right. And then it gets vertical and curves around. Okay, I see like a frowny mouth like there. I see a little crease here. And then
like a butt.
This guy is just, now I'm drawing the okay, so right here, there is a seal head. And you can see his little eye.
Where are we?
We are right here. You can see a nose. It's like right here. Kind of comes to a point. It's almost like a teardrop. I wish you would have left that fan on. I'm so hot. And then he's got a little smile here.
Yeah, probably blow me near you better.
Okay. This guy's back goes down like that. Okay. Now this light guy that's fitting in here that we're doing right now, it is so crazy to see what's going on here. So there, I can see there's a, let's go back to over on this side. I can see that there's a seal here that is gonna curve up, like kind of circular. And then you've got this like other frowny mouth kind of coming down like this. This is what I'm seeing. I can see there's a black spot right there. And then there's a smile. And then I see there is a smile but going this way.
Oh, I thought you were talking about smiles on the head.
No, I'm talking about
smiles like everywhere.
Well, if you, I'm doing the right shape. You have to, you know, this is a frowny mouth here. This is a smile here. This is a smile on this side.
I know, but I put a bunch of smiley faces on a bunch of things.
Okay. Well, you can use your eraser. This comes in like this and up, and then this comes right in here. This is actually turning out not too bad. That's that shape. And then we've got this coming down like this.
It's like a peanut.
Yeah, You're right. It's really good to try to figure out what shape it is, what shape it looks like, so that you can just lay it in there and you don't have to guess. So most of these are hard to tell that that's what it is a seal. Okay, so coming back to this guy, his butt kind of comes over here like this. So you can see that's like a smile shape. And then, or a frowny mouth shape, sorry. And then it curves the other way and goes up to make the fin, or his flipper, which should be just left of the head, which it is, so that's good. And then we're gonna do a kind of a curve that comes down next to it. At the bottom here, it's gonna be almost like a little triangle. And then the other side of him is gonna go like this. Okay.
Just the other side of him?
Yeah. So he's got his neck, and then you're gonna have this frowny mouth that's gonna come like that, and then this is gonna curve like this, and meet that like that. This gets erased. He may be just a little bit big.
My guy looks like that.
Well, we can make corrections as we go. Mine's not too bad. It's just a little bit big. Let's see if we can fix it. It kind of goes like this. Let's make it a little less big. Figure this should be more like this. You turn the fan back on, dude.
2 or 1? 1, right? Yeah.
There, that seems a little bit more what I want. And then you can see that there's this other little guy that's just pressed right up against him, or her, I should say. And then this is gonna come out more like that.
They're just having a big cuddle party.
They're having a little cuddle puddle.
Big.
Big cuddle puddle, you're right. There's a flipper here, so it looks like this. It's a frowny mouth like that. And then it almost looks like a wing. It's too big. Too big.
Look at my seal head.
Yeah, those
That
look
one and
good.
that one.
Here, let's show yours. That looks really great, Z. Awesome
Can't
job.
show our seals at all.
Well, we're not done. We're not done. You're gonna, you have to, you can't just follow me. You have to look at what we're drawing at the same time.
But you're looking at what we're drawing.
I know, but if you don't know what I'm looking at, then it makes it really difficult for
Well,
you to...
I know what you're looking at, but I'm copying yours.
Well, you should be doing you should be looking at what I'm drawing from the source stuff that I'm drawing. All right, so here we're gonna have, it's almost it's the back end of a seal, and it's gonna be like a upside down teardrop that is gonna duck behind this guy, and it's pretty fat, so kind of like
Yeah,
that.
that guy's huge.
And then it's gonna be a smile. And then it's going to be a big frowny mouth. And actually we're just going to have it curve all the way around like this. And then that's its back there. The snout is going to come out like this. You can see the eyes are on the side of the head. One there and one. That was not done well. Let's try again. It's kind of like this shape.
Oh my god, looks so funny.
this kind of hair like this.
Daddy, look at my guy.
He needs a little bit of work, my friend. My fine friend. Okay, this got a little out of control here. Let's go back here. This goes like this, and like this, and then it's a nice long curve down over there. Let's try again. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go with that. Feel okay about that. That is a big animal. That's what it comes down to. That is a big animal.
My guy looks really silly, like a funny guy.
So this got a little bigger than I had first anticipated, but I think that's okay. You got this big kind of cigar, whatever you want, bud. Big kind of cigar-shaped guy here. Kind of like this. You can see there's a little like a flipper or something that comes out here.
Ooh, Daddy.
Yeah.
I know what he like. What he's based off of. Grandpa Bruce.
What?
He has hair and stuff.
Oh, that's funny. I wonder if he would like that. Okay, so then we have the flipper. It's like one big flipper, or they're just overlapped a little bit, it looks like over here. And then we have this other guy that's lounging over here. So you could do his head first. It's going to be like this. The best way to think about it is like it's an oval, like this, and then it's got a snout on it. And then you've got the bulk of them coming out like this. So right now we're just concentrating on the contours. Okay.
Daddy,
So here's this guy. Yes, buddy.
that guy looks like a pig shark.
A pig shark.
Yeah, and that guy looks like an elephant. And that guy looks like Grandpa Bruce.
All right. I'm not going to argue with you about that. Our cats are going a little crazy over there. Okay, where do I want to go next? So, there's a dark mass right in here. Like this. And then there's another one that comes in. Let's see, this comes up a little bit higher.
Look, I added hair to them.
There's another big mass that happens right here. It goes like this.
Daddy.
On this side, it goes like this. Kind of a frowny mouth. Yes, buddy.
I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Like I'm gonna.
You're not gonna finish it?
No, I'm gonna finish it. I'm just not gonna add all the seals
Why?
because I like the ones that are there, and I don't think the guy needs that many girls.
Okay.
Also, some of
So
mine
there
are
I
boys.
drew the shapes that I saw. And like I know this is dark in here. And then this is dark in here. And then I know there's this big mass that comes in here like this. Then we've got a little bit that comes like this. And then we've got this guy back here, this lady. So let's start with her snout. Or head, you know, kind of comes in here. Frowny mouth. You can see the eyes. Nose. They're like big dogs to me. The ridge of some part of her body there. Looks like there's a flipper or something that comes out there. And then we've got this piece. That's just gonna sort of come like that.
Daddy,
Yes, buddy.
look at this guy's hair.
Nice little curls. Here, let's show everybody what you've been doing. That looks pretty good. Are you at least gonna put those other ones on the side over here?
No.
Okay. Well,
Wait, I thought those were those ones.
I've only got one more to really put in, which is this guy.
I'm actually gonna put in curls going down his hair.
All right, there they all are. Except for these guys over here. This one. So there's this first one. The bottom of it is just a slight arch or frowny mouth, slightly. And then a more pronounced one up on top. It almost comes to like this crest, and then comes down behind these guys over here.
Actually, this one's a girl.
That's gonna be the girl, the bull? Doesn't make any sense.
Well, my seals are just having a cuddle party. They're not like that person that seal doesn't have. It could be a boy or a girl because they're just having a big cuddle party and every seal is invited.
I see.
Your seals could come too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of looks like there's a flipper right here. All right. That's looking good. That guy. The next guy looks to me like the snout is over here. And this is its bottom edge. Like he's lying kind of on his back or on his side. She's a biggin'. That's what I'm seeing. And then there's the flipper of the other one here that peeks out. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, how are we doing on time? 25 minutes to do some shading. So, a little bit of shading. We know that we're gonna have some of our darkest black on our bull, especially through here.
I'm gonna leave mine white. Like, I'm gonna shade the ground though.
Okay.
It's gonna be different.
It's always your choice, bud. Everybody's got their own sort of goals when they're making these things.
Is there a darker pencil?
Yeah. You might want to sharpen it.
So this one's like flat.
It's pretty dark. So I know it's going to be really dark down here, and the flipper you can see is dark, but it's a little bit lighter. And that is going to be a dark little crease. You can see there's like a white patch here, and a white patch up here, and a little white patch in here.
Why is it called a bull if it's a seal?
Because the bull is the male, right? The females are called cows.
But they're not.
Yeah, they are. Pretty sure. I could be wrong
Well,
there,
they
but
are,
I'm pretty
but
sure.
They shouldn't be, I mean. Because they're seals.
I don't know. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, but it's cute. Seals.
Okay, duly noted. But this has been pretty fun to draw, I think. I've been enjoying this process.
I like making the funny seals.
His front is going to be, like, especially this edge is going to be a little bit lighter. And then you can see in here, it gets darker in the flipper itself. This side of the flipper is very dark. And then the top of the flipper is pretty light. Like, this is not white, it's just this little, make this a little darker in here. Definite dark spot in there. Some white. So here you're going to see a little bit of light along this side. A little bit of, let's see, this is maybe even more. It's darker in the front here. This has a little more thickness to it, maybe. This doesn't seem nearly as light as the other side does. And then the body is kind of dark right at the very bottom. And then we've got a lot of these, like, you can really see the contour. Lighter at the top and then getting darker as it goes around. A little darker on the back side, and then this fin or flipper is dark on that front edge where it meets the water. And then just a little bit of shadow on there. Dark. Also trying to get that contour in there. Takes a while to build up the gradation. Doesn't all happen at once. So you just have patience and little by little.
I'm almost done with mine.
Well, that's good because we only have another 18 minutes to finish. I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to finish the whole thing or not.
You can always finish it later.
Yeah, I know. I don't tend to do that because this is really just supposed to be a 1 hour deal, so I like to stick to that. But obviously, I'm going to have to jam a little bit more if I'm going to get these guys in here. I'm mainly just trying to figure out like where my dark areas are going to go. Like I know this guy's one of the darker. This female here. Really cool photo. As a result of not eating too much, I'm starting to get a little bit hungry, so I don't know, I guess that's a good sign, but I'm a little scared to eat. I don't want to have that upset, uncomfortable feeling I was having. It was not fun.
I think I'm done.
Alright, let's take a look at yours.
Wait, actually. They dug a hole for them to sit in by themselves.
You're not really shading. All you're doing is going over the lines that you already put there.
I know I wanted to shade the floor instead.
I don't know. I think you had some really nice shapes, although I like how this guy turned out here.
It's the pig shark.
Yeah, but, and I like how you started to shade, but then I feel like you kind of got a little lazy at the end, huh?
No.
No?
That's how I wanted it to be.
That's okay. Well, if that's how you wanted it to be, it's a little tough to...
I want it to be like this.
Okay, then nice job. I like what you did.
I'm going upstairs. Bye.
Okay. Bye, Z. I don't blame her. It's a difficult thing to focus for an hour on a drawing. It takes a special kind of person, or, you know, you have to be able to concentrate on that. That's like my brother-in-law, Sue's brother was, oh, I see, this is a flipper here, kind of curling over. They both came over, and they are all really into math. I mean, her brother is a math professor, so it makes sense, but you know, were excited, and they were talking about math and talking about collaborating on creating study guides for students, and it was just so out of my realm of what I do. And it's just interesting. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of a I'm going to leave that light there. There's the flipper. This guy has spots, or this female has spots, so I'm going to try to stay true to what I see. This is from the other seal behind, so I'm just going to color that in dark. Here you can, I think this is an eye. The snout is dark, and there's, you know, the lower part of the mouth there. So this is working out, I think. And then dark when it goes behind the edge of this other guy, or other female. Seems like they all kind of have some spots on them. So I'm just working my way down. She's light over there, getting darker. Dash to the end. Okay. See, this edge is really dark where it meets the beach. It's so crazy how these guys are all over each other like this. I can't say that I don't see the appeal though. It looks pretty fun. Big old cuddle puddle. This guy's got kind of some interesting stripy sort of things going on here. You know, once the contours are in there, it's really goes pretty quick. Okay. And this part's lighter. There's like this dark area here, a little bit of a light edge. And then this side is dark. And there's a little bit of contouring here where it sort of curls around. Missed a little bit here. It kind of comes like this. I mean, let's face it, it's difficult to see what's going on there. So I'm just copying it kind of as I see it. And we just hope for the best. Ultimately, if you just draw the shapes that you see, then, you know, it's going to fool other eyes. They're gonna see they're gonna see the seals. They're not gonna be looking for anatomical correctness, I don't think. I mean, all right, making progress. There's this dark piece back here, just a little white area in it, and then this is dark on this edge. There's a little sliver of dark there, and then there's this light. I guess that's the front of her. Not sure. This is dark in here. The edge is light. There's a little shadow in here. Just coloring it the way I see it, dark right along here. Top of the head is light. And then this is a little bit darker. Darker. Darker on the end of the paw here, or the flipper. exactly sure what I'm seeing here. So again, I'm going to just sort of trust the shapes that I see. This is very dark down in here. Light along the edge, though. Whew. Boy. All right, we're going to go a little bit longer. I just want to get a little more done. I can see there's this dark shape right here. And then it's going to be a little lighter, but then it gets dark again. This is such a happy one, this guy here. She's so happy lying there. She's got a big white belly. All kinds of dark back here. All right. Maybe I will finish at least working on the seals a little bit later, but I'm getting right down to the wire here on my time. I think I'm going to try to rest a little bit more. Let me turn things around. Hey, Jules. All right. Yes, snouts and flippers everywhere. Thank you guys so much for joining me and sharing a part of your day. We are going to come back again next Monday and do something new. I'll pick out a cool photo. I do have a few to choose from now, so feel free to send them my way if you have some also that you would like to potentially recreate. I'm not sure, maybe we'll do a little more drawing next week, or maybe we'll go back to watercolors and go with that. So have a wonderful afternoon, a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Monday. Thanks for joining me. Love you guys. Bye.